Hello there. Imagine a world where remedies aren't found in a pharmacy but in the quiet, undisturbed depths of the forest floor, where ancient traditions seamlessly meet the burgeoning insights of modern science. For thousands of years, mushrooms have been trusted allies in human health, not as mere quick fixes, but as steadfast companions in the pursuit of enduring wellness. Today we embark on a journey into the fascinating realm of medicinal mushrooms, exploring their roles from the depths of ancient traditions to the forefront of cutting-edge scientific research. Through this exploration, we recognize the profound impact these natural wonders have had across cultures and ages. Throughout the vast expanse of human history, mushrooms were not commercialized into capsules or transformed into branded supplements. They were observed with curiosity, respected with reverence, and their benefits quietly trusted by those who lived in harmony with nature. Long before the advent of laboratories and clinical trials, people noticed with keen observation that certain mushrooms had the ability to restore physical strength, sharpen mental acuity, ease suffering, or aid in recovery after illness. These insights were not merely abstract beliefs or folklore, they were lived experiences, passed down through generations, forming an unbroken chain of wisdom. In today's world, modern science is beginning to validate what traditional medicine has long sensed intuitively. Medicinal mushrooms do not act in the manner of pharmaceutical drugs that deliver a rapid and forceful effect. Rather, they engage with the body as a living system, one that is constantly seeking balance and harmony. Their influence is gradual, systemic, and cumulative, which explains why they have historically been linked not with quick symptom relief, but with longevity, resilience, and adaptation. This mode of action reflects a deeper connection with the natural rhythms of life. Consider lion's mane, scientifically known as Hericium erinaceus. This unique mushroom does not resemble the typical cap and stem fungi that many are familiar with. Instead, it appears as a cascade of delicate white strands, spilling downwards like a waterfall of nature's intricate design. In East Asian traditions, lion's mane was revered as food for scholars and monks. The reason for this reverence was not its ability to directly stimulate the mind, but rather its capacity to support clarity, memory, and calm focus over time, creating a mental environment conducive to learning and reflection. The science behind lion's mane's esteemed reputation has only recently been elucidated, as researchers have begun to unlock its secrets. It contains unique compounds known as hericenones and erinacines. These compounds possess the rare ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, a critical feature that allows them to stimulate the production of nerve growth factor. This molecule is critical for the survival, maintenance, and regeneration of neurons, particularly those involved in learning, memory, and cognitive processes. Unlike stimulants that push the brain to work harder in a temporary and sometimes unsustainable manner, lion's mane strengthens the underlying neural structure itself. Instead of accelerating thought processes, it supports the pathways through which thought flows, ensuring that the brain functions more efficiently and effectively. Research has connected it to improvements in memory, concentration, and emotional balance, with growing interest in its potential role in neuroplasticity and mitigating cognitive aging. Next, we encounter Cordyceps, a mushroom that boasts one of the most unusual and fascinating stories in the natural world. Traditionally harvested in high-altitude regions, Cordyceps garnered attention when herders observed that animals grazing in areas where it grew exhibited greater endurance and vitality. The profound effect was evident to all who witnessed it, even if the precise mechanism remained elusive for many years. Today, research reveals that Cordyceps has a significant impact on how cells generate energy. It enhances the efficiency of mitochondria, the cellular structures tasked with producing ATP, the body's primary energy molecule. The result of this enhancement is not a sudden burst of energy, but a more sustainable and efficient use of it, allowing the body to function at its best without overtaxing its reserves. This improved energy metabolism bolsters oxygen utilization, physical endurance, and resistance to fatigue. For athletes seeking to improve performance, older adults looking to maintain vitality, and those recovering from illness, Cordyceps offers a form of vitality that does not rely on overstimulation. It does not deplete future energy. Rather, it teaches the body how to utilize energy more wisely, promoting long-term health and well-being. At first glance, chaga may seem unremarkable, even harsh. Growing on birch trees as a blackened, cracked mass, it resembles charred wood far more than a medicinal substance. Yet beneath this rugged exterior lies one of the richest natural sources of antioxidants ever studied, quietly waiting to be discovered. Chaga contains high concentrations of polyphenols, melanin, and beta-glucans, compounds that interact directly with immune signaling and inflammatory pathways. With modern medicine increasingly recognizing chronic inflammation as a common factor in cardiovascular disease, metabolic disorders, and neurodegeneration, the relevance of chaga becomes increasingly evident. It emerges as a potential ally in the fight against these pervasive health challenges. Instead of suppressing immune activity, which can leave the body vulnerable, chaga helps regulate it. This distinction is critical. A suppressed immune system is fragile, whereas a regulated immune system is resilient and adaptable. Research suggests that chaga can reduce inflammatory markers while preserving the body's innate ability to respond effectively to real threats. Traditionally, it was consumed daily as a tea, reflecting its role as a long-term ally in health rather than a quick fix for emergencies. Reishi, known in traditional Chinese medicine as the mushroom of immortality, earned its title through its profound effects on balance rather than through dramatic cures or immediate results. Rich in triterpenes and polysaccharides, reishi interacts with the body's central stress response system, often referred to as the hypothalamic-pituitary-adrenal axis. Through this complex interaction, reishi helps recalibrate how the body responds to chronic stress. It does not sedate or numb the nervous system. Instead, it removes the biological noise that hinders natural rest and recovery. This explains its traditional use for supporting sleep, calming the nervous system, and strengthening immune resilience. If cordyceps fuels the engine, reishi fine-tunes the brakes, ensuring that the body can operate smoothly and efficiently. Maitake, sometimes affectionately called the dancing mushroom, has long been associated with metabolic health. It contains a distinctive beta-glucan fraction known as the D fraction, which has demonstrated an ability to improve insulin sensitivity and regulate blood glucose levels. Rather than forcing the body to produce more insulin, which can lead to other complications, maitake enhances how cells respond to it. This approach addresses the root of metabolic imbalance rather than masking its symptoms. In a world facing rising rates of insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome, maitake represents a subtle but meaningful intervention, offering hope for better management and prevention of these conditions. Its immune effects follow the same principle, enhancing defense mechanisms without triggering excessive immune activation, thus maintaining balance and harmony within the body's systems. Beyond the most well-known species, other medicinal mushrooms play essential supporting roles in the orchestra of health. Shiitake, for example, contains lentinan, a compound that has been studied for its potential benefits in immune support and cardiovascular health. Turkey tail, scientifically known as Trametes versicolor, has been extensively researched in Japan for its polysaccharopeptides, particularly as a complementary therapy in oncology, offering hope and support in cancer care. These mushrooms illustrate an important truth about the natural world. Medicinal fungi rarely work in isolation. Just as they form interconnected networks beneath the soil, their effects within the body are complementary and layered. Each species engages a different physiological system, from immunity and metabolism to nervous system regulation and stress adaptation, creating a symphony of health benefits that work together harmoniously. A central concept in medicinal mushroom research is adaptation. Many of these fungi are classified as adaptogens, substances that help the body respond more effectively to stress regardless of its source. This unique property allows them to support the body in a balanced and sustainable manner. Unlike pharmaceuticals that target a single receptor or pathway, mushrooms influence complex biological networks involving immune signaling, gene expression, and cellular communication. This is why their effects often appear broad and gradual, yet remarkably stable and enduring over time. Modern analytical tools are beginning to map these intricate interactions in detail, validating centuries of empirical use and providing new insights into their potential applications. Medicinal mushrooms occupy a rare and fascinating intersection between ancient tradition and modern science. They are biologically complex, culturally rooted, and increasingly supported by research. They do not promise instant transformation, nor do they replace medical care. Instead, their value lies in promoting long-term physiological alignment and resilience, supporting the body's natural ability to heal and thrive. In an age dominated by rapid interventions and synthetic solutions, mushrooms remind us that evolution has been conducting biochemical experiments for millions of years. Beneath our feet, in the quiet darkness of the soil, a subtle intelligence has always been at work, weaving a tapestry of life and health. We are only now beginning to learn how to listen, to understand, and to appreciate the wisdom that nature has so patiently preserved for us.